Hello and welcome back to Productive Dragons channel. My name is April and today I am doing a video on goals. Last Saturday I did a plan with me for week number 5 and I had mentioned in there about goals, and Michelle, who responded about how her and goals just don't work, I said, hey, you want me to do my February goal setup on video? And she said, yes! So, in response to her, I'm doing my February setup. I will show you what January looked like. January was bad. Let's just put it like it is. I did do a video at least once a week in YouTube, but I forgot to check it off here. That's on me. The classes once per week. Yeah, I pretty much did that because I counted anything like a webinar, C Live, things like that as class. Book, finish reading one book per week. Not really great because I didn't stick with some readings. But if I do which I base this on my word of the year, which is growth. I said read a book once a week. Well, there's 52 weeks. I'll be able to pull in the 52. I just haven't done it yet, the way this was set up. Craft 15 minutes per day. Didn't do so well with that one because I kind of fell in a slump. As I said, the YouTube one went well. I did post every Saturday you got a video from me, so I did get once a week in, and some got a few more than a week. As you can tell with, let me see here, I'll pull up my tracker in this one. You can see I did video, two videos, video, two videos, video, and I will be doing a video for today. So I did get the post at least once a week. The exercise was the downside. That was 3 times a week, and that's on me because I put too much. I haven't done much exercising, so I shouldn't have tried to push it for 3 times a week. I'm going to have something in the lines of this, but a little different this time, so it's not a exercise per se. So that's what my January setup looked like. And I did this on, I believe I did most of the, I did this and this. I don't know if I did this. I might have done this on camera because Jolynn had asked me to show how I use the boho berry stickers that I get, because that's what I do. Now, I saved everybody trouble when I did my calendar, but let's see here. And this is what I'll use in the boho berry. And since it's InCoWriMo, let me see here. Do I want to use any other stickers here? Yeah, I'll use one more sticker first, which is this one. Right here. Now, I take her tracker, which is this, and I put it on this side of the... That's how I track my goals. I don't know if I'm going to continue calling them goals or intentions, because intentions are much better, but a goal, you can always read it. Not a problem. Up. And of course it's going to bubble up. But you know what? Sometimes you just do what you can. There we go. Alright. So there's that. And what I think I'll do is I'm also going to go ahead and put in my InCoWriMo tracker. If you want to know what book this is the Michael's $5 bullet journal. Not a bullet journal, but a dot grid. And to do this, I'm not really that fancy with it. So I am going ahead and just using that because it's not something I'm majorly up against, but it's nice. And for those of you who want to know, this is from Eclectic Scribbles, Amanda Moon. I got this free, but she sells it in her shop, and if I can, I'll remember to post a link down below of this tracker. I got it because of the fact I bought a monthly sampler and she sent the download to us. So that's what the deal is with this. So let's go ahead and get that down. Now, I'm going to put down, use another sticker from Boho Berry and the Goals sticker. These are both off of hers February box. And the other sticker I'm going to actually put on here is from a book of stickers from Michael's Recollections, and it's a tab. And as you can see, I used this one, so now I'm going to put here and fold it over. And there's my little tab for February. So if I forget where my ribbons go away, I actually have a tab at least. So, as for the month of February, first goal is going to be InCoWriMo. And for those of you who don't know what InCoWriMo is, it is a International Correspondence Writing Month. And that's where you write a letter or anything. It's just to mail a correspondence, to start back the writing process. When we didn't have emails, you had pen pals and you had to use the mail to do it. So, and for those of you who didn't know, in the United States, our postage went up to 55 cents. I do not know what it's going to be for the international sending out letters, but for sending out domestic, it is 55 cents now. It increased this past Sunday. So my first goal is InCoWriMo. And that's basically writing a letter every day. That is my first goal. So, I'm not putting anything else because it's only 28 days in there. And so, InCoWriMo. And let's see here. By the way, I'm using a Tombow Mono Drawing Pen 3. And for my Tombow, it's going to be $6.79. The only time I really add color to this. Now, that's one thing. Now I'm going back to this. And I've been doing good about posting a video every day, but I need to work more on my channel. So what I'm thinking about doing is to start working on some artwork on my home page. Because I have my icon, but I don't have the strip. That's blank. So that I think I'm going to put in as one of my goals, is to keep working on the YouTube. And that will be here as well. And I will also put down that I am going to post a video a week. Keep that goal up. Okay. Now, let's see here. Let me go back to my word of the year. Alright. I don't put the challenges on the classes on anymore because I never know when I'm going to get a webinar and things like that, so I'm not sure about putting that on. I want to put down the crafting 15 minutes a day because it'll be easy to remember. So 3 is crafting. And I have to remember that that can also include, i.e., research, drawing, and I'm not talking about the doodle challenges, but actual drawing, art journal, which I still haven't made. So that's one. So I want to put crafting back down. I'm hoping I'll be in a better frame of mind. Now, when it comes to this one is the tough one, working on myself, and that's both physical and mental. And that's a tough one for me because it is very hard for me to do this. And I went a little too much on the exercise. So what I decided I'm going to do is, instead of exercise, is just activity or being active. And I think being active would be much more simpler than exercise. Because I sit behind a computer, or I'm sitting at a chair, or I'm in my bed. It's never anything. So if I'm active, a little bit active, meaning, and this is where this part comes in, is that I stand for 5 minutes, or while I'm on my computer looking at emails or something, I can stand instead of sitting all the time. Stretches. And let's see here, what else? Just being a little active and not pushing an exercise, which was my downside of doing that, is that I need to start slow, and I keep forgetting that. So I can easily do this. I've been doing this, but I'm still working some more on it, and I want to keep working more on YouTube. Crafting, I need to start crafting because it's nice. It's a nice push off. It's a nice way of just putting your feelings on a piece of paper sometimes, or making jewelry or anything just to ease up. And to be a little active by not just sitting, not just being stable for hours and hours and hours, moving around a little bit, doing something else. That's something I need to start doing. Chair yoga was another thing. Well, I remember. And let's see here, etc. So be active is one. And I think that's all I'm going to do for goals this month. Last year I did very well on InCoWriMo. I actually finished it, which was amazing. I loved it. But I think this is it for my goals for this month. So I know Michelle said that she put too much on her and she can't figure it out. So my suggestion to people is that when you start, I do the word of the year, and so when I do my goals, I'm basing it around this, what I want, and I've picked like 6 things. I try not to do over that, and what I do is I've got post more on PD's Instagram, Productive Dragons Instagram, which is only planner related. I don't put anything but planners on there. My D2 Dragon has all my, if I do anything arts that is not planner related, like the Walmart box, the, let's see here, the bargain bead box. Anything that is not planner related will not go on that. So I want to maybe post a little more. I post on Saturdays 3 photos now because I'm using my bullet journal, Happy Planner, and Erin Condren. And they see all the layouts. And I'm thinking about trying to post a little bit more. But I'm always consistent about putting a picture out a week. Then I've got work more on my YouTube channel, which I'm trying. I'm making sure that I meet the comments, try to make sure everybody knows I've read them, I love them, I like them. You know, this is something, you know, I try to do. I know Jolynn always posts a comment, and Michelle's H has been posting comments, so I try my best to always get there. Now, when I post on Saturday, I don't look until the next day because I try not to go, oh my God, has somebody looked at it? I don't really, am not doing that. I just want to work on it. I'm hoping, praying, more or less, for 100 subscribers so I can change my name, but I also need to get the artwork up. So I need to start a little bit more working on it. I said read a book once a week. Well, it's 52 weeks in a year. I'll be able to do 52 books. And there's times where I just read. And so I can knock it out pretty well. But I figured, that's pretty good. And we'll just do that. Crafting 15 minutes a day. The 15 minutes a day crafting I got from Samantha Bennett. I really do like her. And I try to read her books again. But it's like she says, you just have 15 minutes. And anybody can find 15 minutes to do something. So that's what I pushed myself, but just for the crafting. Not the cleaning, not anything else, but the crafting. That's my biggest thing, because I want to do more crafting, more creating. Taking classes on Creative Live, Skillshare, and Blueprint on different topics and webinars. I like learning more. So when I see something that I might be interested in, I always click. I know with Samantha Bennett, I'm always clicking on her free webinars. I don't care what it is. I want to listen because sometimes you get stuff out of it that you never know that you're going to get. And but the biggest one and the hardest one is working on myself, both physically and mentally. That's PNM. And that there is the hard part. That's where you have to break it down even smaller. I'm right now, not only am I trying to be more active, but to also eat more healthy. If I lose weight, great. If I don't, oh well. But it's just to get me more healthy and be able to do things. And that's what the whole thing is that when you have a goal, and depending on what your goals are, you know, a lot of people don't like the word goals. They prefer intentions. And me, right now, I'm flip-flopped because Mary was like, wait a minute, I thought you were going by intentions. And it's like, well, this says goals. So I'm doing goals. And I'm going back from 5 here to 4. And I already know I'm doing 1. The only thing I'm added to this is the artwork to the channel page, which I would like to do. I would like to get up. I know Mary's been wanting to get some other stuff and going, we really need to get this together. And she's gotten photos of certain things, and I'm going, okay, we just need to slow down and we'll get it. The crafting I would really like to do because it's a way of me having a let out, breathing and everything. And then to be active is going to be the hard one, but it's not pressuring me. It's not pressuring like it was the exercise 3 times a week. That didn't work out. And I put too much. And it's like, I felt like a failure. And it's hard because you're sitting there and you're trying, but I've also got to remember that goals can be restarted. That's the biggest thing, is that a goal can be restarted. It's not a resolution. Resolution you come up with, I don't do for New Year's resolutions. I hate them. I don't do them. But for things like goals or intentions, it's easier. So if you've got the idea, we'll say for humor's sake, and I don't know what anybody's goals is, but a big one is always losing weight. And I quit that goal because it was like, no, I'd rather be healthy. And I will, if I can remember the woman's name, it was Body Kindness, which was an anti-dieting book, which was great. I loved it. And it was by Rebecca, and I cannot remember her last name to save my life. I think her first name is Rebecca. But if I can remember, I will link it down below. It was a great book. I got it from the library. And I constantly want to get it again so I can reread it and jot some notes down. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be healthy. But if you're trying to lose weight, let's say you're trying to lose, I don't know, we'll say 50 pounds, just for the hell of it. And you want to lose it by a certain date or at the end of the year, it's very hard because then it's too much pressure, in my opinion. Unless it is a medical thing, I would worry about the medical than I would anything else. Try doing a pound a month. You know, yeah, it's going to take a while, but hey, if you lose a pound, great. But if you lose, let's say 5 pounds, that's even better. But the next month you might only lose a pound or you might gain a pound. But if you're doing for a pound, it's not as hard because you're not, oh, I've got to restrict myself from eating this and this and that. No, you just got to slow down. And you got to relook at everything. So when I say about goals, I would say take your biggest goals, which, like I said, yes, Rum. Yes, that's my cat in the background. My hardest one right now is this, working on myself both physically and mentally. It's the hardest thing I've got to do every day of my life. But if I take it slowly, like being active, doing the crafting kind of helps mentally, because then if I'm having a bad day, I can maybe put it into an art and not worry about it as much, maybe. I'm hoping. I can't guarantee it, but that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to remember that I can't put too much. If I put too much, then it's going to weigh me down and it's going to depress me. And that's the one thing you've got to look at. Look at your goals. See what is major in your life. Take your goals and then turn around and see, is this, and this worth? How do I do this slowly? Like I said, I screwed up by saying exercise, and I haven't exercised in years. So I'm really bad shape. The last things I was doing was yoga, and it's been a while since I've done that. So right now, me trying to exercise 3 times a week was stupid, and I put too much pressure on me. That's the reason why I'm saying be active. Getting at the desk and standing and typing at the, instead of sitting, stand. Do some chair yoga, do some stretches, do other things that will be active where I'm not just sitting in a spot. So, I hope I answered your question, Michelle, and I hope this helps. If you need more, or if you want me to talk about it a little bit better, or you want to send me some ideas, we can chat, and I will make sure that, I try to help you as best I can. I also say that getting a accountability partner is great. I know I show Mary these all the time, saying, hey, look, this is what I want to do. That's kind of my motivation, besides this. But if I get bored and I don't want to mark this, then it's hard. Other than that, I hope I helped. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. As I've said before, I post every Saturday, my plan with me's, but hit the notification bell right here if you subscribe, because there are times where I'll do a video, whether it's a subscription or if a subscriber wants me to talk a little bit more, or show a little bit more of this, and I'll try to do that for them. I'm hoping everybody has a great day. Bye.